Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I'm here to do my second video today. We kind of had a little bonus one with the flip through of Janice's lovely anniversary journal. So what I'm going to do really quick before I start the color challenge is a flip through of my new digi, and it's called Regal. And so one of the pages is this envelope that we have, you've seen me make some of these, you know, decorate them. It was a envelope that looked like this, and so I had to make it smaller, obviously, because that was never going to fit. So it's a smaller version, but it's just got that fun, you know, flip on or closure on it, whatever you want to call it. So that's what we did, and I made it in that coffee dyed paper like this because I thought you could add whatever you wanted to it that way. It could go with any digis that you use instead of just this one. Like if I had done it in the background paper or something, it would have been only useful really for this digi. So I figured this way you'd have more use for it. You can even trace it or whatever. And then there's a couple images there just to have some extra things and not waste space. And so, oh, I was going to show you. This is on the parchment paper that I usually use. And this is on just white copy paper, so it prints well on both. And I did a shrink to fit on this one so that it would, you know, not get, because it kind of got just a little cut off here and a little cut off there. I mean, it's not horrible either way, but just so you know, you might have to do a shrink to fit to get that one to fit completely on the page. So we have 6 collage pages that I made first and then scan. And then my son crisps them up and all that kind of thing. But anyway, so here's the second one. I love this one. I think it turned out really well. I love that blue. We might use some of that today with the blue. There's this one. The reason I named it Regal is because the colors just kind of, that's what they make me think of. Where are the rest of the collage ones? Let's look at all the collage ones first. I mean, this is a digital collage. These are hand-done collages, so there's just a little bit of difference, but there's that one. And there's that same bird that's with the envelope, bigger. Okay, and then these are the collage ones. And so when you put them in a journal, they'll be like that. Or you can, you know, tear them up and collage with them because they're really kind of cool prints and things. There's 3 of those. And then I did one of a kind of a coffee dye to go on the back of these, so like you could print it, you know, like this. So yeah, just because these are so like dark and saturated, you can't really write on that, obviously. So I just thought it'd be kind of fun to be able to back it with something. And then we've got pockets and tags. Little circle things, little tags. So these 2 are pockets. Oh, did I do that twice? I did. Sorry. And then this one. So the 3 ephemera pages that you get will be the large envelope, the smaller, or the pockets, and then these pockets and journaling cards and a couple of tags. Okay, so it's a 13-page digi, and that is Regal. So we might use a little bit of the blue out of that today. All right, so I have all kinds of just, you know, things to collage on, or, you know, to make into something else. I even got this blue, really cool blue envelope. Of course, when I ripped it, I messed that up, but that would probably go glued to a page, so it doesn't really matter. And a little sticker thing, and just some of these types of things. Okay, so we're gonna start now. And let's see what we can do today with blue. So I have lots of things that I've just gathered up. I do have a little bit of fabric and that in my little basket. So let's see. And I'll try to tell you where things came from so that we can do that. I think I kind of want to start with this envelope and see what we can do. And I'm looking at this thinking I like that and that together. So I think that's what we'll start with. See where we go from there. I hope you all had a wonderful Mother's Day and a very happy weekend. I had a very nice Mother's Day and weekend. It was started out a little crazy because Friday my computer croaked on me, and so lost all my digis except for, luckily mine were on a little zip file thing. I think I'm just going to cut this down a little bit. I don't think we need I'll save this because sometimes it's fun to just use these as pockets on your pages. So I'm going to keep that. But yeah, so I had mine on things, but I lost a lot of my other ones. Some of them were on Etsy, so I was able to, you know, go to Etsy and download them again. I haven't even got them all done yet. I have to finish doing that. I'm going to leave the top open and I'm going to glue this closed because right now it's kind of like a big tube. So yeah, that was not fun, and still not fun because I still have a lot of work to do to try to gain back all the ones that I lost. Some, I don't know what I'm going to do. So anyway, I had some in emails and things from really nice people like Tailor Made Journals and stuff, and Joff has sent me some from Medieval Mirage through emails and things like that, but I did lose some, so that wasn't real fun for the weekend, but it's just a bummer when that stuff happens. And we usually can get quite a bit of stuff back, but anyway. And then if you guys could say prayers for my beautiful friend Denise at Wondubar Crafts. She's had a family emergency, and she's just, she lost her mother about this time last year, roughly. And so she's just had a rough go of it for a couple of years. So if you go over to her shop, you'll see that she's on vacation. But if you could just send her some love, you know, like maybe watch her YouTube videos, or I don't know. I don't know that she'll be answering any comments or anything, so but just keep her in your prayers. Such an awesome, sweet, kind, wonderful person, and it's just, she has just had a horrible time. My heart just breaks for her. Take a little more off. I don't really want it to cover the window, especially because we've got that nice blue. We don't really need to do that. The only thing I'm really wanting to cover is that the plumber thing up there, just because, you know, I don't really want that on my blue envelope. I couldn't believe I got that in the mail the other day. I was like, oh cool, I can use that. It's a good one. I think I might put a little book page just under on a few spots. To kind of get rid of that a little more. So yeah, but I hope you guys had a nice Mother's Day. It was very nice here. We went over to my mother and father-in-law's again and just kind of hung out on their patio and chatted and had some good food. So that was fun. Sorry, I'm just looking for some book page. But yeah, it was very nice. Oh, I can use some of this dish stuff. It's cool on both sides. Kind of like this little writing back here. This is out of that typewriter book. Yeah, I kind of like that there. I just don't want to see any of that, because that's not what we want, right? And so the end of this week, I may not be around a whole lot. My daughter's getting her wisdom teeth taken out. So we will be definitely not around on Friday. But yeah, just so if I haven't made a video or something, no worries. And that's last Friday. I didn't make a video because of the computer going down. I need a glue page. or a glue book, whatever. So yeah, just, you know, life sometimes. And it's going to get busy again because we'll be planning my daughter's graduation, because they are going to have an actual graduation. Hallelujah. I'm so happy for her and her friends especially, because that's just really hard to just like, oh, you're done with high school and bye. You know, I don't know. So anyway, I'm just very happy that they're going to have some kind of ceremony for them, and they get to walk the stage and all that, so very excited for that. I mean, I know in the scheme of what's going on, that's really not a big deal, but it is when you're that age, it is for sure. Well, of course, we'd like to see her walk the stage and all that too, because she has worked really hard, so she deserves it. She's gotten all A's. Pretty much entire, I mean, you know, like a few B's her whole high school career, so, I mean, she's just a very good student. Both my kids are, thankfully. And I don't think I mind if it covers that a little bit, the envelope that is, the opening. Could actually just tear this little, it doesn't even have any other writing on it, so that way we'll get more blue. But yeah, so that's good news. So we'll be planning to do something fun. I mean, we can't still be huge gatherings, but she really wouldn't anyway, because she is a lot like I am. She likes to have friends around, but just not huge groups of people. So it'll just be a little dinner, get-together kind of thing, probably a barbecue. So that'll be fun. Okay, I like that. That little spot doesn't want to glue down. Yeah, so my father-in-law made ribs yesterday, barbecued ribs, and they were delicious. He's a really good cook, for sure. My kids made me a really cute book. Over the years, they have gone with my sister to make something for me for Mother's Day. And a lot of them are like Pinterest craft things, you know. And as we probably all know, especially if you craft, often those go very well, often they go very wrong. Well, it seems like they always have the worst time. I mean, I always love everything they make. It's like, oh, this is great, you guys. And they're like, well, if you only knew what we went through, you know, to make it, that type of thing. So, yeah, it was a really cute book because it talked about all the different difficulties and just, you know, funny things that happened and all of that. So it was a very cute idea, a very cute book. Oh, this bird's kind of cool too. Kind of goes better, but he doesn't fit on there. But we could do a journaling card with him to go on the inside. A lot of these images are, again, from tailor-made journals. That's a, what do you call it, Tim Holtz. I had another something in particular that I cut out. So this lady is a better color way. Kind of like that one. But yeah, so it's all very nice. Hold on just a minute because I'm missing some stuff. Okay, I'm back. So I found them. I had them in the basket and I didn't even, it was right behind me, but I wasn't paying attention. So just some other things. I thought She would fit, but she's too big too. So I think I'm going to go with this lady here. And then I think we'll just add some things down at the bottom so that it doesn't look quite so chopped off right there. Let's see. My sister helped me dig out all this stuff. It's a little crazy. Don't like that particularly. I've got some of these and stamps. I don't know why I don't like that, the way they're chopped at the bottom. Just kind of looks weird to me. It's too big. There's a fan. With fond love, it says. I kind of like that. I think that will work, or I'm going to spend all my time just moving paper around on there and not get anywhere. Oh, got itchy ear, sorry. It's bugging me. I had to take my son in too to the eye doctor because he's got like little allergy bumps on his eyelids, and he's done that before, but he's using allergy drops and it's just really not helping, so I don't know what in the world he's got going on. It's always something, right? I was amazed how fast they got my daughter in to have her wisdom teeth out. I figured they might be behind and, you know, it might take a while to get in. Okay, I need to stop dilly-dallying around here. I feel like this is taking me too long. Oh, I stopped the video too and didn't check the time. See, I stink at this. I really just should do a timer, but obviously I'm never going to do that because next week is yellow and then we're done. But I will really try to stick to as close to an hour as possible here. I can usually sort of tell, but no guarantees. Okay, let's get her glued. Oh, I just ripped her head almost off. You know, if I didn't do these crazy kooky things, it wouldn't be my video. Luckily it didn't come all the way off, so. Yeah, I really liked the way Janice's journal ended up. I really love that journal. It was very fun to make that. It's such a sweet story. I just love stuff like that. Okay, and then we'll do a journaling card for the inside. See how well I fold there. Very nice uneven fold. I'm just going to go ahead and cut it. And I know I usually tear them, but just kind of needed to straighten that one out. It was already wonky. Can you imagine what I would have done to it? So let's see, it's still wonky. Try that again. If I want it all the way, I just realized there's numbers right there. I didn't see them before because of the dark blue background. That's a little bit annoying. Okay, I'm going to put a thumbnail after I knock everything over up here. As you can tell, I am loving the Victorian scrap. I really love that stuff. So I might try to find a little something to kind of cover that because I don't really want to see the number. Yeah, I think that's good because you want to be able to grab it and get a hold of it, so that should work. And let's get the back covered first because that'll be the quick part. Let's see. I think this would be pretty because you could just have part of this on there and still be able to write on it. Oh, this paper is from that paper stack that I got at Hobby Lobby. And I'll try to remember to put the name of it in my description box below. And this is Tailor-Made Journals wallpaper, the number 3 one, the third one, her grungy wallpaper. My next journal is going to be a cat journal, and so I think what I'm going to do, because I've been trying to find some things that I like and I'm not having a lot of luck, so I think I'm going to make a digi. I've already got some images ready to go that I found on Biodiversity Heritage Library, and so I think I'll do something with those. So it may take me a few days to get started on that, but it is in the works. It's not being ignored. It's in the works. So that's my next journal, is a cat journal. So that'll be fun because I, don't do a lot of those. Even though you'd think I would, right? Yeah, you can find some like cat images and stuff like that, or maybe papers that have journaling papers that have cats, but there's no like kit or anything, and I like to have, I just want it all together, so I think I'm just going to do my own, if that makes any sense. Okay, so our back is done there. Let me just make sure I get the flowers. Nope, see, I had the flowers upside down. So get the flowers going the right way, and let's figure out what we want on this one. I would like to be able to see, I wonder if you'd be able to see the bird. Yeah, I think you would. So let's do that. Sorry, I'm just looking through papers here. This is kind of cool. I think I'm even going to kind of rip it so you don't see the entire thing, almost like, with those doilies. Cat's screaming at my son, as you guys probably all know if you watch my channel. jabbers at him in the morning like crazy. And these are cool because they have that part up here, you know, for the how to join the wallpaper and all that. That's just kind of fun. Just a little added something there. Okay, and then I need a few other things on here. I'm going to get that glued down and then I'll figure out what else to put on there. Tried not to do too complicated of a project this time so I could do more than one more than one thing, even though this kind of it falls into that because it's multiple steps here. Did I do that? I did it upside down. See what happens? You probably watched me flip that around and probably saying, Amy, you turned it the wrong way again. Jeez. Glad I thought of that before I did the whole thing. Alright, there's that. I'm thinking I don't know what would go with that, like old book page maybe. It's like he needs something behind him because otherwise it's too much the same. This one, the color is a little bit better on this side. I don't want to cover all that up. That was the only thing. Let's see, what else? To be able to see him better on here. That's going to give me the same problem, huh? This is from Allie, the Cockney Crafters. Paper's passed. I just don't know. I just don't. Yeah, I kind of like that. That works better. At least you get to see more of the design. See, that's always the hard part when you put a design on. Then you're like, well, I don't want to cover it up. But then again, you do. So it's tricky. I want to thank the ladies who have stuck with me through this color thing. They've been doing the color challenge and it's been super fun. I have a playlist and I've tried to put all the videos in there. I may have missed some, so if I've missed any, just let me know. I haven't had a whole lot of time to watch everything lately, you know, or much of anything, because by the time I finally get around to videos, sometimes I fall asleep. That's how my days go. It's crazy. And then let's see how far over. That should be about right. So let's get that glued. But yeah, it's really fun to see, you know, different styles and stuff doing the same challenge. It just is a lot of fun, I think. And I know I'm not great about doing the timer and that, but I wanted it more to do this more for the use of color, because I feel like I think we all kind of get in our ruts where we use certain colors all the time, and it's been really fun to use some different colors that I don't normally use that often. So I like it. I was trying the other day to think of another challenge, or it's almost like I want to start over because it's just been fun doing the colors, using some stuff up. Not that I'm great about using stuff up. I still end up printing out new stuff and all of that. I'm horrible that way. This thing's cool, this 90 cents. I got that from the Graphics Fairy. This bird's from the Graphics Fairy too. Yeah, I kind of like that on there. It's just something different. You know, I like random numbers and just juxtaposition kind of things, and that's what that is to me. Some tacky glue so that I can squish this one a little bit, make it bumpy. I'm going to see the sales thing because I'm going to have that over the top of it. That darn glue, I always have to get it on there. Didn't even realize it was there until I saw the smudge. I have one of those little smudgy eraser things that you see people using. I have no idea what I did with it. Had it for years, scrapbooking. I don't know where it is. Because that's the way I am. Okay, and then that will get stitched around. Let's just put a date on there for fun. Okay, so there's that, and that, and let's get this in here. And I'll stitch around it and put something on there to grab hold of, but I like the way that came out. And then I was watching Gail last night, and she was doing those strips, which was super fun. And then I had an idea, and so I want to try it. So I'm basically going to take two of these, and let's cut them at... You could also do this with like one piece of paper too. It's just that this is what I have, so. What I'm thinking is if you cut them at about 2 inches, or 1.5 inches maybe, each. Yeah, I think 1.5 inches each. I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to give it a wingding and see. Okay, that was way more difficult than it needed to be. And then I want to cut them at, I didn't even cut that right, but it's fine. let's see, how high? 8.5 usually is. Oh, they're probably different books. That's why they're. This is straight at all though. I'm telling you, sometimes I struggle with these cutters. I don't feel like they cut them very straight a lot of the time. So they're 8.5 by 1.5 inch strips. I'm going to get a drink of water. And I'm going to find my blue scraps. Maybe. Sorry. I was going through all my scraps, so I had them spread all over. Sorry about that. That was not good. That and that. I can use that. I really like this color with that stuff. A smaller piece. Oh, this is neat. It's got a texture in it. It's like a handmade paper sort of feel. It's not, it's scrapbook paper, but okay, so I'm going to do like Gail and just glue stuff onto these strips. Maybe. Got like 50 times more blue stuff than I'll ever use in a lifetime. Okay, I think I got it. So I kind of want these like together, and what I want to do is I'll glue them first, but just a little here and here, so you can make a belly band out of it, but it'll have an opening in the middle of the belly band, if that makes any sense. I know, it's my crazy brain. So I'm just going to overlap them a tiny bit. And then I'll stitch them, you know, after the fact, so that they definitely stay together, because that isn't a lot of glue at all. And I'm putting this folded edge of the book page at the part that would be, you know, the in and out kind of part of it. This is definitely not straight. It's bugging me. Oh, what is with that cutter? Okay, hopefully that will hold until we can get them glued, because I can put a piece like this and then it'll just have a little bit of a space, because it doesn't have to go all the way to the bottom. So yeah, I don't know, you know, somebody may have already done this type of thing. I have no idea. But this is from watching Gail, is where I got the little strip thing. The idea for that. And it's Gail Augustinelli, if you guys don't, I mean, I'm sure everybody watches Gail. So the rest of it, I won't put paper, you know, I want it to be able to do that. So I might do it across the top too, but not anywhere else. Guess it would help if I tore it the right size, right? And it may work and it may not. Don't know. Already at like 30 minutes. I'm going to scoot this over this way, and I'll just add something a little longer over there. It's still going to glue those two together just fine though, so it's fine. And I really like this. This is hard to tear. I forgot until I went to tear it, and then I was like, oh yeah, it does not tear easily. But I think it would look really cool on there. Like it like that. Stuff is hard to tear. Yeah, that was a mistake. Okay, we're gonna get a different piece because that was all messed up. Okay, let's try to do it while it's a larger piece. Let's see if we can get it. Yeah, it just wants to rip however it wants to rip. I'm sure it's the grain, you know how the grain of the paper is. And I'm not going to ink it because it really isn't, there's no reason, it's so dark. Now the biggest thing is just don't glue that together. I should probably have inked that before I... this too. Just have to get it too wide or too something. This is definitely a good way to use up scraps, these little strips, and that's the same thing Gail was kind of talking about. Definitely works well. Some polka dots. Still can't go quite far enough up. Let's see. That won't work. works. Okay, what else? Some of this. This is kind of nice because you can tuck it kind of under, you know, that's very helpful. Get 3 things done this week. If I'd ever just stick to like making some tags or something, it'd probably be a lot better off. But no, can't do it. Always have to try some harebrained idea I have. Okay, what else? This is too kind of like the flower. I see what Gail's talking about now. You start to get everything looking very... It's hard not to do it. Very vertical. Almost did it. You saw it. Almost glued it upside down. Okay, last piece on there. Let's do... I should really stick with scraps because I have a million. Just seriously starting to swim in them. It's crazy. This is kind of supposed to be a winter one, but I don't know. It's a little too modern, I think. Glad on the back. Yes, somebody's mowing. You should never be surprised to hear that in my videos. It's so crazy. It's constant this time of the year. Well, even the other night, before Mother's Day, somebody, our next door neighbor, mowed the lawn at like 9 o'clock at night. It started to get dark. I don't even know how he was able to see what he was mowing. Like, really? I mean, I know it's the, you got to get it done because the next day is Mother's Day and everybody's doing stuff, but ay, ay, ay. It's crazy. It incensed my husband because he was sitting in the hot tub and watching. He has this little, one of those little plastic stands for his TV, or his phone TV, and he was watching a show that he likes to watch, and he's like, I can't hear it. Like, sorry. I'm just inking that part of the page that didn't really get anything there, just so when you put stuff in and out, you see the writing, but at least it isn't like brand new book page or something. All right, I like it. We need to add a few things to it though, because it seems a little boring. So let's see, what do we want? I have these little kids. These ones are cute, but they're together, so that won't work, but it's cool. I don't know if any of them are going to fit because it's so narrow, but we'll see what we can do here. She would work. Yeah, I like that one. Doilies. I don't know if I need to find some of those smaller butterflies. I really should have collected this better. Oh, we could use the cats, and I could use it in that next journal. Because the cats are cute. And then I think there's one. Could put that up there and her down here. Yes, I like that. Oh, what am I doing? I need those, but I need to ink these first. I do have a smaller cat. I wonder if it would be better up there at the top. Are you screaming at me to stop? Had it right with the other one too. Now I don't see it. I could probably just go with the big one. So I'm a dingling. Apparently the stars have aligned and that's the one they want, so that's the one we're going to use. Yeah, I find like a few, these little cat things. I don't know if that's going to work with that big one though. Oh my goodness me. She's hugging on that little cute cat. And she's on a soapbox. My cat was outside last night and woke us up screaming at another cat at like 12:30. Scared my son and I half to death. My husband didn't even hear it, but my son came from upstairs, downstairs, outside, and because his window is right at the back of the house, so that's why he could hear it. It scared me. I was out of bed. My heart was pounding 1,000 miles an hour. I hate it when they do that, and it scares me so much because, you know, he got in that fight and he was such a mess that I don't want him fighting. It's like, stop being a dope. My husband's like, he cannot stay out at night. It's like, I know I don't want him to, but sometimes he, you know, goes out with us in the evening or whatever when we're just sitting out there and wanders around, and you go inside and he doesn't come to the door because he likes to stay out. But he just can't. He just is. He's just a troublemaker. Or somebody's a troublemaker. I don't know if it's him or that other cat keeps coming around, and I don't know what the deal is, but he needs to stop. This little boy has a puppy. That won't help me right now. I love that with her hugging that little cat on the soapbox. So cute. Oh, that, lots of blue stamps. Oh, this little boy was one that I was looking for, but he's too big for that anyway. I honestly don't know, but I think I'm going to have to wait and find that. I just had it. Here, I'm going to pause and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, sorry. So, okay. I checked my time this time. And that only took me a second. It just, I didn't want you guys to have to sit and watch me do that any longer than you already had. Okay, so see, that one's tinier. It just fits up there better, and then you can still slide something in and out. This one look good. That's Otina Shabby Dabby Doodah's numbers. Yeah, I think I like that one. That one. I'm not gonna glue that side down yet. Oh my goodness. The lawn mowing saga. Okay, so see, so it'll tuck this way, and you can make it tuck this way on the page. I'm not sure if this page is quite 8.5. That's what I find. I think when you tea stain them, they kind of, or this was food coloring dye, but yeah, I think, I don't know, it'll depend on the page I hook it to, but see if you, this is just a journal page, and then you'd have an opening here and one behind. So you could take, like, we'll just take this one for example. You could have something in it like that. So I like that. I think it's cute. And you could easily do this with a strip that is 3 inches wide by however high, depending on your journal, and just cut a slit in it and still have the same effect. It's just, I had those book pages, so that's what I did. I did 2 of those. So however, whichever way you decide to do it, it should work great. Okay, so let's do a flash card. And I'm going to ink this one up. It's glossy on this side, which I do not love. So I think I'm going to grab some napkins. Goodness, now we have dogs barking, mowing lawns. Because, you know, it wasn't quite loud enough. It needs to be much louder. Oh, I wonder if I can get any of this stripe without the lobster. I like the lobster, it's just not for this particular project now. We got lobsters everywhere. I don't know that I have a whole lot of blue. These were gifted to me. I don't have a whole lot of napkins, so this was a very nice gift. And nope. So we won't worry about that. Let's do some of this. I could do this too, and this is a scrap. Maybe let's use that. I apologize for all that noise. I don't, there's not really a ton I can do about it, unfortunately. I like that little boy, he's cute. I got him, where did I get him? Graphics Fairy, I think. But you could use any little image there. You scared me when you came up, Aiden, because I thought you were already up here.
Well, I was laying next to the cat right there.
Oh, you were? You're so quiet. She was quiet like a little mouse that didn't even know she was there. Yeah, this had like a little girl on a bike over here, but I just wanted him because he was wearing his little blue sailor suit there. Pretty cute. I don't like to cover the whole number thing. I like to see it, so I kind of just do my altered flashcards like this with a little something like off to the side or something like that, because I just like to be able to see those numbers. Otherwise it's kind of like you might as well just use like manila file folder or something. I feel like, I mean, I don't know. It's everybody's own how they like it. So do we have any good some kind of stamp here that would go with that a little bit? That one's very dark blue. Pretty. I like the butterfly. It's too big. Ooh, this too is really cool. Yeah, I like that there or up here. Let's see. I feel like I need just like a little pop of red. Obviously a 4th of July scrapbook page. No, yep, that's it. Almost there. We've only got a couple minutes. I'm going to squish this a little. Okay, and then on the back I probably will cover this completely, and I think I might just use this blue paper right here, because you'll still be able to see a little bit of the number, but at least you can write on the back. Sometimes this doesn't want to stick super duper great, and I will stitch around it, so that'll help, but we're just going to kind of help it out a little bit. Theron. Theron. He's talking to his friend. I apologize for that. They're actually nice to each other, but you wouldn't know it by hearing that. But seriously, dude, I'm making a video still. You can tell your friend to shut up anyway. It's not nice. They're honoring cantankerous with each other. I know I inked the back of that. Why did I do that? And then I just covered it, but wasn't sure exactly how I was going to do it. So the back is that more shiny part of the card, and this side's a little more matte. So that's why I worked on this side. Okay, I'm going to go stitch around things. I will come back and show you, and we will be done. Okay, hi, I'm back. So, we got a whole 4 pieces done, but we got our envelope, our blue envelope, and you can see the bird, and then this little thing to put on the edge. Oh, I was going to cut off the bottom. I stitched it a little bit higher because I'm afraid that most of my pages are going to be about the size of the one that I had, and so I'll just have to clip a little off of there. And then our little flash card. So yeah, I kind of like this. I think that's a little bit fun to have the cut in there, and then you can put something behind it too. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I will see you again tomorrow. And next week we're doing yellow, just so everybody knows that that's what we're going to do. All right, we'll chat again soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye now.